Welcome back, my friends. How you doing today? It's Chris here, and today we're talking about our heroes here, man. We've got 3 free heroes, and then we've got 6 different paid heroes. And I basically just want to talk about them all and whether they're worth it or not. And today we're talking about the Orc Gladiator right here. So the way this is going to basically work is I'm going to talk about his basic skills here: the health, the defense, the attack, and then his ability cooldowns. And then we're going to talk about the 5 different power-ups that they have, the different ways that he's going to be more powerful. And then we're going to show him off in the game a little bit and discuss him. So first of all, and foremost, Veruk. He is a very, very strong basic hero. He's good all around. He's good for everything. He's got a good amount of health. He's very, very rarely going to die. His defense isn't too bad. His attack is also pretty reasonably strong. And then his cooldown, even though his ability isn't really that powerful, it still can be helpful in saving things and still be able to hit air units, which can be pretty nice as well. Basically having 2 different units to place down on the screen. Aim Slash is a swift and powerful technique, slashes the enemy twice, dealing 270 damage to the target. Obviously, a very solid, just sort of normal attack over here. Brute Force. Veruk smashes the ground, stunning nearby enemies for 4 seconds with the impact. This is actually pretty sweet because it's a nice grouped attack where if you've got a nice chunky, furnace or something like that, you can just splash down on the ground and absolutely annihilate, man. I'm not even joking with you guys. Annihilate all the people in the way. Then moving on, we've got the Duelist. While in combat, Veruk gains up to 90% bonus attack damage that grows as long as he fights the same target. So this is good for when you got these really, really strong units that have, 500 or 1,000 health, or maybe even more than that. You're going to want to use Veruk against him and just slash him up. Eventually, they do die. They always eventually succumb to Veruk. Inspiring Leader further improves the stats of the goblins. So this is basically, every once in a while, he's going to spawn a couple goblins right next to him. They're not all that strong. They're really not that helpful, but at least there's something, right? And you can get a lot of units on the screen with this. Don't forget about it. You got your regular reinforcements. You've got the goblins here, and then you've also got the warmongers here, which can throw spears from a distance. So combining all those guys together, you got a lot of blocking power. Don't forget about that. And that's one of the main things I love about heroes is blocking power. And this is going to be a common thing throughout basically all of my hero guides. I'm going to talk about blocking power a lot because I think that's important. Whether or not you guys do, that's up to you to decide. I'm just trying to make it as unbiased as I possibly can. But hey, I'm a human, and I do like certain things, and I do have a certain gameplay style that I like to follow. But the Warmongers, again, they're just another group of spear goblins that can throw from a distance. They've got pretty decent attack damage, but they don't work all that well if you're going to hand attack people. They're really meant to throw spears from a distance, and that's where you're going to get your real damage out of them. So let's head back into a game, and let's start showing them off. Now, what I'm going to do is, in every single level, I'm going to show off on the Odal farmlands right here. And I'm going to do this because, first of all, I like it. I like the map. Second of all, oh crap, I forgot to pick the hero. Chris screwing it up already, man. Your first video, you're terrible here. You're terrible. So here we go. The Orc Gladiator right here. Finally, we're gonna head on over into the Odal farmlands. And we're just going to show him off really. We're going to show him off against some people. So first of all, his speed. How fast is he? Pretty reasonably slow, but by no means the slowest hero in the game. But moving him across the screen to save yourself from an enemy trying to sneak through is just not going to happen here. So let's show him off against a couple just regular units. These are pretty cheapo, lame-o recruits right here. They're not meant to be strong. Veruk should be able to at least reasonably handle these guys. You can see the little goblins are coming out. They're helping stun a little bit. And he's just going to start slicing through these guys. And then you can move him up, and you can have him help the goblins out really quick and hopefully take a lot of these recruits down. And there's the smashing attack right there. Going to stun all these people for 4 seconds. You can see the longer he attacks a single unit, the more damage he's going to do. Again, calling down some goblins to stall these guys. And overall, fairly powerful. Don't forget that this guy is a regular hand attacker. He doesn't have magic or anything like that. So guys who have magic resistance, or guys who have armor, are going to be, Veruk's going to be less effective against them. We've also got the goblin gang right here, which are going to throw spears from a distance. This is his ability, and it takes about 30 seconds to come back, which is about 2 times as long as the reinforcements. So don't think that you're getting these guys all over the place. They're really not that good, but you can see the damage that they do is pretty extreme from a distance. But once they start hand attacking them, right up in there, they're not like the goblins. They're not going to do a great job over here, and end up being okay. So I'm sure you guys have played with this guy before, and I'm sure you probably understand him pretty well, but I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on him. And overall, I like him. I really like him as a free hero. I think he's very reasonable, very strong. I like popping in, some orcs to kind of combine in here and using, maybe a furnace or something like that to do some group damage, and you can really control everything. I would say the one sad thing about him is that he doesn't have any ability to attack air units, which is kind of sad. Air units are going to have to get taken down by something else over here, guys. But that's Veruk in a nutshell. He's a pretty brute force, regular, decently strong hero. Nothing wrong with him, but also nothing amazing about him. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you press that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.